Jai Gurudev children, it's second part of human digestive system or nutrition in human being. We are going to complete. We have seen that day up to the food reached till the small intestine and the action how the food get digested. As I told, small intestine is the site for complete digestion of food. What are those components of food? That is, those are carbohydrate, fats and protein. These all get digested in small intestine. So let's see from small intestine. Small intestine actually here you will find, so it is compactly fixed in the large intestine, and though the name is small intestine, but it is not small, it is highly coiled. It is highly coiled. You will find, see the coils of the small intestine, and it is connected with the opening of stomach, and which is called as a sphincter muscle. And then small amount of food enters in the small intestine. The small intestine receives two types of juices, digestive juices. They are the bile juice from the liver and pancreatic juice from pancreas. Bile juice from the liver and pancreatic juice from the pancreas. So this actually liver contains the bile duct. See, you will find here bile duct is available here in the picture. Liver contains bile duct, and this bile duct it secretes its juice in liver, and then it is added to the small intestines opening. And see, pancreas also add its juice to this opening, through this opening in the small intestine, and same here also through this opening in small intestine. So see how many openings are there. One is from pancreatic, from pancreas, another from the liver, and next is stomach. But it's not that way. Only single opening then reaches connects to the small intestine. Okay. Now here comes as, see, small intestine it receives the digestive juices from liver and pancreas. Thus, what is this liver which secretes, that is called as a bile juice. Bile juice, it consists of bile salt. Bile salt work like a sort of detergent. As the detergent, it removes the dirt, the oil stains from the cloths, or the dirt from the cloth. In the very same way, bile juices work. And another thing, that is pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice, it is of two types. That is, it has two parts. That is trypsin and lipase. So let's see here the writer. Liver secretes bile juice and pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. The food received from stomach is acidic and has to be made alkaline for pancreatic juice to act. So as I told, stomach has the HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. So the food it get mixed with the food. So food is acidic. Hence, in order to make that acidic food into alkaline form, why it is required to convert the acidic food of which is received from stomach to alkaline form in small intestine? It is because pancreatic enzymes, they cannot be active in acidic medium. In alkaline medium only they can be active. So see how do the work start. The large globules of fats, they get breakdown by the action of bile salt. Bile salt it break them into small globules. छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में उनको तोड़ देता है. Which the fats, it break the fats. Bile salt it break the fats. It break the fats into small parts, into small globules. These are the small globules which are break down from the which is the result from the larger globules. Then because enzymes cannot work on these big globules, hence bile salt it break down these globules into small globules to make the action of enzymes to be effective. Then bile salt, what it has done? Bile salt converted the large fats globules into small globules. Then what is here? When these small globules, fat is converted into small globules, then the enzymes they can effectively work on these small globules. Okay. So what is here? Increasing the efficiency of enzymes. So what is the function of bile salt or bile juice? The function of bile salt or bile juice is to break down the larger globules of fats into smaller globules so as to increase the efficiency of enzymes to act upon them. Then some emulsifying action of soap. It is actually what is? It is same as I told. It is same to that of the action of soap on the oil stains or on the dirt. Then pancreatic juice, as I told. Pancreatic juice is it consists of two types of enzymes, that is trypsin and lipase. Pancreatic juice it consists of two types of enzymes, that those are trypsin and lipase. So see how it is. Pancreas it secretes pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice it consists of two types of enzymes, that is trypsin and lipase. The trypsin it digests the protein part of the food, which is, see, we have seen in stomach half of the that is pepsin, it digests protein, but the remaining part of undigested protein which is left, that is completely digested in small intestine with the help of the enzyme, that is trypsin. Then lipase again what it do? It again break down the smaller globules. We have seen bile juice it break down the larger globules into small globules. Then lipase again it break down those smaller globules into smallest form, that is in a digestible form. So here comes as a now the food is digested. Okay. So what is there? As the small intestine it gets the secretion. All the digestive juices or intestinal juice, their secretion continues in the internal part of the small intestine. This is a small diagram I have drawn. In the inner lining of small intestine, there is a secretion of digestive juices. The inner lining of small intestine, secretion of intestinal juices continues. So what is there? And along with, now the food is when the food get these intestinal juices, all the digested food, see the enzymes of intestinal juices are then it convert the full complete food into the absorbable form, that is at the final stage the food which is digested that get converted into, that is protein into amino acid, carbohydrates into glucose, fats into fatty acid and glycerol. Okay. Then remember this line is very important and 1 mark question usually used to be asked out of this. Okay. Then the food which is, now see here the food is completely digested. Okay. Food is digested in a small intestine because of the intestinal enzymes. These enzymes of intestinal, full food completely digested. Now the digested food is taken as I told, the inner lining of the small intestine. the inner lining of the small intestine has the finger-like structure or finger-like organ. They are called as a villi. These are called as villi, or you can pronounce it as villi. Okay. So what are the function of villi? As I have told in earlier my beginning of that, when I have given an idea about this topic, function of villi is to provide larger surface area for absorption of the food and to give movement to the digested food. So see, function of these, and another thing, villi's specialty is they are richly supplied with blood vessels. So when they are richly supplied with blood, so what is there? It is easy for the digested food or to absorb and to transport to different part of the cell. So this role or this action is done by villi. Now let's see the function of villi: to increase the surface area for absorption, and villi are richly supplied with blood vessels. It helps to take the food to each and every cell of the body. Then the digestive food is used for repair. Now food is digested. The villi supplied the digested food to each and every cell of the body. Not only part of the body, every body's cell also. This duty taken by the villi. Now what is the function? Why it is required to transport this digested food to each and every part of the body? It is to do the various work. The digested food is used for repair of old tissues, building of new tissues, even for obtaining the energy, and also for the growth and development. Then the food which is unabsorbed, the unabsorbed food is then transferred to the large intestine. It transferred to the large intestine. Unabsorbed food means undigested food. So what is there inside the large intestine? Here inside the large intestine, there also finger-like projections are available. Those are villi. So what villi do? They make sure that extra water, which is useful for the body, should not move with the food. So they reabsorb the water. What these villi do? They reabsorb the water, and then the undigested food is transferred from outside the body, or it discarded outside the body through the opening that is called as a anus. And this opening of anus is controlled by a muscle or a pattern that is called as a anal sphincter. It is called as a anal sphincter. That's what. This is completion of the topic. Homework is to draw this diagram 20 times. Remember, have to draw the diagram 20 times. Submit your work to your class teachers and keep on taking feedback from them and learn the topic. On Thursday there would be a webinar competition. Its topic I am going to declare on tomorrow on your Zoom webinar or on your personal WhatsApp. Then here comes as a next topic, that is respiration. Here comes as a next topic. We will start with the next topic, respiration. Remember, always there is a 3 marks or most of the time 5 marks question on respiration. So the food which we take in, actually it get break down into smaller molecules or particles, and that is by using oxygen. So the mode of respiration, or the mode in which food is converted into smaller particles by using oxygen, that is called as a aerobic mode of respiration. And the mode of respiration in which oxygen is absent. Food get breakdown, but in this oxygen is absent. Such a mode of respiration is called as a anaerobic mode of respiration. There is one more pathway which is called in which neither the oxygen is in abundance nor there is absence. That is called as a lack of oxygen. कमी ऑक्सीजन है पर कैसा है, कम है. So that is also called in which what is here, it forms lactic acid which is also a 3 carbon molecule and it results into cramps. The same topic I will continue in my next video. Jai Guru.